You keep pointing out how the Nets are one of two teams in this town. Everyone talks about the Knicks in this town, but the Knicks, the Nets, and the Clippers all have room for 2 max free agents. Which team is going to sign them? Which team is going to get the 2 big stars to show up?
The New York Knickerbockers, because they have a level of prestige that comes with their brand. The Nets have done a terrific job of building a better basketball team, but I think if somebody that's a superstar is going to leave their current situation, it's going to be for the lights, camera, action of the guard.
I keep hearing about the Clippers, though. I kept hearing that it was going to be KD and Kawhi. Remember, that was the whole storyline before Christmas. Is that over now?
You got to look at it like this. Respectfully, the Clippers and the Nets, in theory, based on popularity and fandom, have become like the JV teams in those markets.
Yeah.
And so when a superstar player is going to go play in those markets, I think he's going to pick the big-time team.
I'll go with the Clippers, though, because, and here's the reason why I love the Clippers. I think you look at Doc Rivers. I think you look at Steve Ballmer and how much money he has and how much he's willing to spend right now. And this is a playoff team. What is enticing, I think, for a top-flight free agent is to look at a roster and say, okay, they're already a playoff team. If I go there, I can put them maybe over the top. If you go to the Knicks, you are starting over from the bottom of the East. And oh, by the way, the East, as you look up, is a lot better than what it was even 2 years ago.
Okay, but if you're KD and Kyrie, you don't look at the East going, man, this is going to be so hard. They're thinking it's all going to work out. The problem, like the Knicks brand is maybe the most overrated brand in sports. Like we keep calling it the Mecca. I mean, there are people, most of the population walking around wasn't alive when they won a championship, okay?
Yeah, 1973.
So that part of it's funny, but I guess players still think that part of it's great. And, you know, when you think about the KD-Kyrie connection, there's so many best friends, these buddy movies that we have in the NBA. I'm like, are you guys really buddies, or do you just run into each other like once or twice a year? So I still think the Knicks are best positioned for the whole thing because of all the rumors around those two guys.
Here's a different way to look at it. The day you sign with the New York Knicks, you're already celebrated. You're already celebrated because they've been
the
bad
fans
for
here
so
are
very
amazing.
long.
The fans here to still be
But
this
they'll switch
excited
on you
about
quick,
it.
though. Don't get it twisted. Whoever goes there cannot be a crybaby. I don't want to hear it. Like, you need to be happy.
True story.
I got one more, and this sort of plays into that because these are two guys that I've heard a lot of rumors about the possibility with the Knicks. Who would you rather have, Kyrie Irving or Kemba Walker?
Kyrie.
Unquestionably.
Yes. I love Kemba Walker and what he's done in Charlotte. By the way, can somebody save him?
He's going to save himself. He's a free agent this summer. He can go wherever he wants.
Listen, I hope we get a sign and trade. I'm definitely taking Kyrie. I think Kemba Walker's an all-star level player. Kyrie Irving's an all-NBA level
Anyone care to disagree?
I can't disagree. I'll take a salty Kyrie Irving. I'll take that every day of the week. And that's nothing against Kemba, but just Kyrie is such an elite level.
I can't believe I'm going to do this because I know how stupid this is. This is almost like last year we were going, how many players would you take ahead of Brad Stevens? And we're like, I'd probably take Brad Stevens before Kawhi. And you're like, that's the dumbest thing. Kemba's 2 years older. He's going to play in his 4th full season.
Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead.
Kyrie's had 2 major knee injuries. I'm really prisoner of the moment here. The Kyrie stuff is so unlikable right now that I think I'd rather have a slightly lesser player and not have to deal with the nonsense every single time. The miserable nature in which Kyrie has approached this season has really soured me on the idea of him being the leader of a basketball
Where you
team.
from again?
Well, Mass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm unbiased.
Okay. He's hurting. He's hurting. I'm taking Kyrie. I'm taking
Kyrie over Kemba. See, I mean, Kyrie's a better player.
He is.
If you look at what has happened in Boston this year, I think you could make an argument that teams sometimes are better when he's not on them. And that's not a knock on him. Now, maybe he comes here and he works with KD and it all works out just perfectly. But KD and Kemba might be a really dominant pairing.